I'm not really a big fan of doing these intros, but Pat's been gassing me up on them.
Because you've been getting better and better and better.
Thanks, man.
You really are.
You're just a good guy.
I'll start jumping in with you.
All right, so finally, after 2 years, well-known New York City artist John Westbay finally decided to show up on The Voices. Thank you for coming, bro.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
Appreciate you, bro. So John's left, Patrick Borriello.
What up?
I don't know why I keep introducing you like you're not on every single week. And we got our boy John Scafiddi in the house today. Thank you for coming, John.
I look tan as fuck on this camera right now. So
And on the right, we got my man Chris Dalton right here.
What's up, guys? Thank you. They say I'm getting too skinny. I don't really appreciate it.
You are getting too skinny. You used to be 3 of those triangles behind you.
And
now, you're only like 1.5.
I didn't say too skinny. I just said you getting skinny, and like I'm not. So I'm seeing it.
Well, I think you guys will look very handsome and good today.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you very much.
You like that?
You
Is
too,
anybody
you
is
too.
anybody wearing
And
slides?
Was that so you could get one back?
I'm a
too?
big fan of compliments.
All right, you two then.
Yeah,
You
I'm a
two
big-
then.
I'm a-
Yep, he's got his Yeezys
Let's
on.
go. I did buy a pair
What's
of
good?
Nike foam runners the
What's
other
his
day.
name? What's the kid's name with the forgive me? What's his name? Pat? Anthony?
Oh yeah, Pep. My
My man. Isn't he coming on here soon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you better make sure
he's
you're wearing
great.
fucking Crocs when you come on here.
Oh, no, he's great. I love him.
You got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Crocs. He's a
He
funny
sent
guy.
me them before he posted that. He was like, I'm not posting this. I'm like, bro, you have to post this.
Yeah.
It's comedy.
He's good.
That
He's
was
got like
great.
40,000 followers.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He's funny.
he
Yeah.
That's
definitely-
funny, bro.
I gotta start just making videos every day. I just don't think I'm funny.
Yeah, well, no, listen. Some
think you're
people,
funny.
Some people
Thank you.
just have it, bro. Some people just have it. They don't even have to try. They just get on there and they just be themselves.
I
They're
posted
fucking
one for
hilarious.
Beatstock and I looked at it with just shame and despair that like I did that.
But
That was a good
everybody
video.
does that.
Huh?
It was a good video.
I thank you.
Yeah, but
You're
everybody
salinating
that
right
makes
now.
a video does that. Everybody that makes a video does that. Even a video that you love that somebody made, this and that, that person themselves,
Yes.
they even
Yeah.
question
Yeah,
that
yeah.
video.
You should see me try to get this kid to make fucking videos. This kid right here.
It's tough. It's one thing to have a conversation with people, but to talk into the camera directly,
Right.
it's tough. This guy does it well, but
do.
it's tough.
You just gotta like have some time with it. This is like easy because you're just shooting the shit. But
Yeah,
like when
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
holding the phone in my face,
Yeah.
and I have a hard time not insulting people. Like I really want to go at
You
people.
do
that-
have a hard time not something.
I insult everybody, bro. Just the fake gangsters and then the buying followers thing really gets me. You know what I mean? That's just
Well,
like the
and
fucking-
he's not when he makes his videos. A lot of his videos are serious videos. Like he's promoting his brand. He's doing this. He's talking about something
Yeah,
serious.
yeah.
It is much harder to try to go on there and just be funny
And be
make
funny,
a funny
yeah.
video.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause you do
absolutely.
Question. All right, I find
Yeah.
it funny, but
Yeah,
nobody else
and
finds it.
the thing is that you got to post it for everybody to see.
Yeah,
It's not like this.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Because you could either succeed in public or you're gonna fail in
Right.
public. Either way, you got to be okay with being seen. Is the thing. You know what I'm
Tim
saying?
Dillon is the best. That like solo by himself, I think it's such a skill. No co-host, no guests. He's up
Who's
there.
that?
Tim Dillon, the comedian.
he has a solo pod.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where he
It's
just
so
talks to
good.
himself.
That's like one of the few I listen to.
That's hard to do.
That I
Have
could
a
do, but I'll
solo
just
one.
like complain for an hour. You know what
He's
I mean?
also he's like a world class comedian.
Yeah.
He's
So who's
So no
used to
guests,
being
no nothing.
no gas, no, and it's like political, which I like. But he just,
So he'll just hit some topics.
but in like the funniest way, in the most like comedic way possible, just roasting everybody. He's the
But as a comedian, he's used to going on stage
Yeah.
and talking on his own with nobody back. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
true.
So it's a talent. 100%.
I guess it is kind of normal for them because
Yeah.
they do that. But like for us, who the fuck does that?
Yeah.
We have conversations all the time, like without cameras. But who speaks into a?
Right.
Hi guys, it's for me
Yeah.
from fucking.
And he's shooting at topics. Like you would have to make sure if you're gonna come on by yourself.
Yeah, he's
You have
prepared.
to have 10 things that you're gonna talk about.
he
Well,
has
again,
the
just go
Larry
on there
ones
and try
that are
to think you're
funny.
just gonna have a
They are, yeah,
conversation.
but those are real life moments where he's just probably like, "Yo, I have this. Let me just go and record." Like, tell me if I'm wrong because I have no acting experience. But I would assume that like maybe podcasting and acting is similar in the sense that you're like, let's just pretend the cameras aren't on, right? Trying to get as natural as we can, right? And just pretend the cameras aren't there.
As far as the cameras,
You
yes,
know?
you always want to pretend the cameras are not
you're not
there.
pretending when you come on here, but so it's not acting.
Right,
but
right.
You want to pretend like the cameras aren't on so it could be as natural and organic as it
Yeah,
possibly
yeah.
can.
You definitely always want to pretend the cameras are not on.
Yeah.
I found something. If I continue doing it, it would be funny. Where I was like, here's how to identify a fake New York. Like,
Yes, I
gangster
see
and
that,
stuff
I
like
see that. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
said he tells all his war stories, but he's talking about when he attended Prestige and Call of Duty 4. You know?
It's funny.
All right, this is, you guys wrote down bangers today. Who's the more respected New York athlete, Brunson, Eli, or Jeter? And it's a very tough question.
I don't think this is a tough question at all. I think this is crazy to even be a question.
Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
How many rings does the man have? 5, 6?
Who was it again? Brunson, Jeter, and who?
Eli Manning.
Oh, man, no, Jeter.
If you're both gonna go with Jeter, which is the way that I would go, but just to play the other side.
Just to piss me off.
Eli Manning has 2 fucking Super Bowl rings against the greatest NFL player of all time, and he won one of those rings when they were a wild card fucking team. Yeah. So what that Giants ring did for New York in 07, not the second one, but that first one, that shit was crazy.
I never cried when the Yankees or Giants won. When the Knicks won, I bawled my motherfucking eyes out.
Yeah, so now that's another thing. Brunson is still young.
Yeah.
So if Brunson brings another 2, 3 rings to New York,
absolutely,
then the story's gonna change.
Yeah,
I think that one's the most special for sure. Just because, like, I was thinking about there's two baseball teams that it's kind of like split 50-50. There's the 2 football teams, but don't even tell me if you're a Nets fan. There's one New York basketball team. I feel like the whole city got behind it, and that shit was
special.
That was amazing.
Special.
When we made that turn onto Canyon of Heroes. And then seeing 4 million New Yorkers, bro. I left there that day.
Is that how many people they said were there?
It was 6 million, but 4 million couldn't get in.
Bro, but like how many? There's 12 million people in the city in general. Would you have 40% of the
Nobody
New
went
York
to work.
City in Manhattan?
Nobody went to
I thought
work.
they were saying like 1 million people, and that surprised me.
No.
John, people were hanging off of fucking windows, barricades. They were throwing toilet paper.
You got to be out of your mind.
And
Well, listen, you were
able
on
to
there.
drive through that, like when you made a turn. What you were able to go down that block?
The trucks that I were on were
the
escorting
streets
the
were
Knicks.
closed.
Oh, you're talking about
was in the parade.
What about the night before when you called me? When
Oh
you
no,
were
I
in
took
the
my car. I took my car.
Bro, this kid took his car and he was sending videos. It looked like the parade. Like you wouldn't drive down that block.
I drove to 6th Ave. Me and Mike. So we went to our roof, and then I seen the city lighting up orange. So I went to my girl. I was like, "We got to go to the city." It was probably not the best idea. So I drove to 6th Avenue, and we actually made our way to like the heart. We were right next to Madison Square Garden. People were like almost jumping on the car. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. I was screaming out the window. I kept playing Little D's fucking New York anthem like on top volume.
I don't remember what the city was like when 2007. I was in 7th grade, but I didn't go to school that day. My aunt works for fucking City Hall, so she got us tickets.
It was a vibe.
To go see the Giants parade. Yeah. But I wasn't at the parade. I was like at City Hall where the parade ends and they go up and shit. Yeah. But I just remember that I was like looking around like, oh shit,
it's fire.
Like it's a community. It's this New York community thing. You know.
This one was like more special than that. That parade.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get better than that, bro. Like I didn't know what to feel. I went home. She's like, "Why aren't you happy? That was like the best moment of your life. You've been waiting for this." I was like, "Honestly, I'm so emotional that I don't know what to."
Yo,
and people were like recognizing me on the float, I guess from the show, like hating on me. They're like, "How the fuck did that fucking jerk off get up there?"
That's how you're doing something. You know, you're doing something right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really not out there like that. Like
it was sick to watch the videos you were sending. The videos that you were just being able to see. Listen, it was sick to watch, but. All right, you were on the truck. That's one thing.
Yeah.
I could have never been in that crowd.
No way.
No.
Absolutely.
Never.
I mean, the people that were in front of the barricades, it was cool. But, like, it was dope because, like, Alvarado was going to the thing. Like, he was going to, like, the fans. And Mike Woodson, not Mike Woodson. I can't believe I'm forgetting the coach's name. What's the coach's name? Mike Brown.
Mike Brown.
He could, like, they were, like, being interactive with everybody. Right. So those people got an experience, you know. Jose Alvarado was lit.
And how long was the parade? How many blocks do you actually drive?
It's not that long. It's I mean, like, it was probably like 10 to 12 city blocks, and what they do is when they get to past Canyon Heroes, they pop the right to City Hall, and then that's where they do the City Hall shit. I didn't go to City Hall because like I wanted to get the fuck out of the city.
So what do they do at City Hall? They had like this.
They do like the speeches.
Okay,
so,
that's
like,
where they do.
They go up on the stage and stuff, yada
like
yada.
on the Knicks and whatever.
But I can never do the crowd. It's like you ever been to fucking Times Square for New Year's
way.
Eve?
No.
Bro, how do you take a piss? I have to pee every
That's what I'm saying.
15
No, you
minutes.
can't. You gotta
I
wear a
gotta get
diaper,
up right
my
now.
man.
Anything, not only a piss, anything. But how do you? I could never be crushed in that, in the heat, dying with all these people.
The funniest part of that whole day was we didn't pop the right to City Hall, so we went straight. And then it was a bunch of us and press people on the truck, and then the crowd like was pissed because they thought the Knicks were still coming down. They didn't know, like they got the wrong spot. So they chanted, "Who the fuck are you?" You know what I mean? I was crying.
So that was where it ended. They already got off and did their thing, and
They
now
popped
everybody's
it right.
waiting down here for that's fucking
best.
horrible.
It was probably the best day of my life. I don't think anything could top that, bro. Anything could top that. I just when you pull onto the avenue and then you're seeing it and you're looking up, you're like
oh shit.
I took the videos. You'll see it. Like yo, it wild shit.
No, he was sending me the videos too, and I was like, wow.
I wanted to cry, and I almost like when they won the ship, I almost didn't cry, And then Brunson started talking, and then they're like, how do you feel about winning this with your father? And then he started like tearing up, and I was like, all right, that got me, bro. And then he hugged Patrick Ewing, that got me. You know what I mean? I've been a fan of this team for so long.
Yeah, of course.
And I miss layups on national television.
Right,
I've been through so much with this fucking organization.
Listen, you could actually say the year that you missed all those layups, they won the fucking.
When
a good point.
Remember I
That's a
told
good
you that
fucking
if they
point.
win the ship this year, we
Yes,
go back to
yes,
Pork Chops
yes,
episode.
yes,
I'm taking
yes.
that. I'm the
I do remember that.
I
You did
sucked
say
all the bad energy.
Sacrifice all those.
That was bad. That was a bad moment. You know, which title means more to New York? This is easy. The Yankees, Knicks, or Giants?
Nah, it's the Knicks.
It's not
Yeah, that
easy.
one does. That one's kind of easy for me.
What title means more to New York?
So the years would be what? Yankees won in 2009, Giants won in 2011, and then the Knicks won recently.
Hey,
What's the
listen,
last
we
one
were
the
young.
Yankees
The
won was
Yankees
09?
three-peated when we were young. Let's not get it
20
twisted.
years.
Let's not get it twisted.
What'd you say?
Yankees three-peated when we were young.
Yeah, Yankees.
I might have been 5 years old, but they did it. You know what I'm
That
saying?
was my prime. That was the biggest, the most I was ever into any sport and I was just so lucky to be young from
Baseball?
New York. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 10, 11, 12 years old, they were.
Listen, I don't know if we have any Mets fans at this table, but how?
Okay, all right.
How do you grow up in Brooklyn and
You
not
know,
be
there's a
I'm
great
gonna tell you
argument
how,
for that.
Because
You know,
my grandfather
He's gonna
was a
give it to
Met
you.
fan,
Yeah, all right.
but my father was a Yankee fan. So when I would be with my
Big Bobby knew
grandfather,
what
I'd
was
be
going
watching
on.
the Met games, cheering with my grandfather. with my father, I'm cheering for the Yankees. So I was never that into it. So I just grew up liking both teams, but I was a Met fan too.
I think it's fair in baseball. We brought this up before to be a fan of both, like support both teams. I think if like you're a Nick fan and a Net fan, you're a little weird.
Well,
And
you got the Yankees and the Mets are two different sides of the league. You got the AL, you got the NL. One's from the Bronx and one's from fucking Queens. If the Yankees ain't in it, I'm not hating on the Mets.
Right.
Yeah.
In 06, what was that? 06? I was rooting for them 100%, and I was in fucking 6th grade.
How
We were
about
rooting
this?
for them.
I'm rooting for the Yankees and the Mets,
Yeah.
but if they play each other, I'm rooting for the Mets.
Yeah, well,
But
there's
any
really not
other
much
game,
to root for this year with Queens.
I mean,
I'm
there
just
is a
saying.
good argument, right? That being from Brooklyn, we should be Mets fans because
Technically,
we were.
Yeah.
We would have been Dodgers fans.
And the Cyclones are a Mets affiliate.
Right. Yeah.
right?
They
That's
are.
a good point. But I don't think this is even a fucking debate, bro. The 2020 Knicks championship.
No, that
means 10
was.
times more. You
but-
got to go by the
it was
least
sick.
successful franchise and how
Yeah.
long it took. So
Yeah.
the Yankees are the most successful franchise in baseball.
Yeah.
In
You know?
sports history.
But
Yeah.
hey, listen, bro. Don't underestimate what that 07 Giants fucking Super Bowl did.
It was a moment.
It was cool
No,
because
it
they
wasn't
were.
just a moment.
It was both times.
Bro, the Patriots were supposed to
Right.
were undefeated.
Yeah.
yeah. No, it
The
was a
Giants
big deal.
were a wild
17
card
there
team.
was-
Eli Manning is a 500 quarterback. You understand this?
Yeah, he wasn't.
How about
like
this?
great.
Is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer?
Absolutely. Just because it's 2 Super Bowls.
That tells you everything you need to know about those 2 rings.
Yeah. It was just the perfect team. I remember that team.
He literally
Just
ended
for-
his career with a
God.
500 record.
How many rings would Tom Brady have if it wasn't for fucking
Nine.
Eli Manning? In the,
8.
8.
He has
yeah,
6?
He has
Got
6.
6.
and they were
rings.
big.
Tom Brady has 6 rings.
Yes.
The
Tom Brady
Giants were not
was
supposed to win either one of those. They
Bro,
were-
the Giants were a wild card team, had a crazy run to the Super Bowl that year. They had to play the Packers. Bro, this was
That's the thing about
I get it.
football.
The Knicks, listen,
It's one game.
Recency bias, I understand. The Knicks sucked forever. I understand.
They were so bad.
But yo, that
They were so
07,
bad.
that 07 Giants team and whatever 2011 maybe, and then they won again. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying?
I have a Bill Walker jersey. You guys know what Bill Walker is?
No.
I have him in Dagas Kuzminskis jersey, bro.
That-
All right?
that
I don't
rings
even
a
know
bell.
what you just said. Never
These
mind the name.
when the
That
Knicks
was a
won.
lineman. Is it? What?
No, he was a fucking
Knicks.
shooting guard from Lithuania for the Knicks when they won 10 games. You
But I'm
know?
also be 100% honest. Like I didn't grow up a Knicks fan.
Yeah, you were Lakers.
I'm a Lakers fan.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about this last night because I knew that we were having
Good,
this
come clean
motherfucker
about
on
it.
here.
Good, come clean about it.
And I made a lot of Knicks.
I was
photos.
taking away my
I was gonna
ammo.
leave your banter on here. I should
You know what I'm saying? But bro, when you were a kid, you were a fan of the team that your favorite player played for.
When you're a
I
kid,
was
you
a
root
Ben
for the-
Wallace fan, Pistons, and I was a Kobe Bryant fan. And then the 2 of those teams played in the finals in 04, and the Pistons won, and I was tight. I'm like, oh, I'm a Lakers fan.
Right.
That's
So
when I
he's
knew.
right
Listen.
because I was a Chicago Bulls fan
course.
because of Jordan. I
You
was
know?
a Jordan fan.
Right.
If he was on the Pistons, I would have been a Pistons.
Do you have an older brother?
No, younger brother.
This is what I chalk it up to, and I was thinking about it. I remember being a kid. I'm born in 1990 when the Jordan was in his
you're a
prime.
baby.
So of course I remember watching like an NBA Finals. There was the Bulls versus whoever, or maybe even the Eastern Conference Finals, the Bulls versus the Pistons, whoever it was. No, the Jazz.
Yeah,
Jordan was
And
playing.
wanting to root for wanting to root for Jordan because it was the Bulls. It's Michael Jordan, and I had an older brother, and he's like, "No, we don't root for the fucking. We root against them.
always beat the
We're
Knicks.
Knicks fans. Yes, we don't root for them.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
The Knicks team was just so likable too. Like
Bro.
OG Anunoby, she fucking loves OG
He's
Anunoby.
a
Bro. It's
legend.
actually getting concerning. It's getting
It's actually getting concerning.
But yo, you know what? I think we also, and again, recency bias. The Knicks won a chip. I love it. It was great for New York. Yada yada. I watched just as much New Jersey Net basketball growing up than I did as the Knicks. Jason Kidd, Richard Jefferson, Kenya Martin, Vince Carter.
John
That was a
No, not
nostalgic OG,
Jason Collins.
really
Nenad
good
Krstić.
franchise growing up.
Did you watch sports more when you were really younger than when you started getting older, or
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got more time.
Me
You don't
too.
really.
Because
you don't
once
really
I
know-
got I feel like I was like a diehard sports fan when it came to basketball, baseball, football. Like I was diehard with those
And then
three.
you get your first hand
And then
job.
I
and you're
got
like,
my
yeah.
license, and you're right, you get your first hand job. No, you get your license, you start going out, you start going away on the weekends, and it's like, you watching the game? Fuck that game.
You remember
man.
the line from the Bronx tale? That motherfucker ain't paying your
Ain't
bills.
paying
So
my
you don't give a
bills,
fuck. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Yes,
You
they
know
are
what I'm
because
saying.
if I bet or I fucking
Well,
do the
that's a
fantasy,
different-
you know,
that's a
I do the fantasy football. So like that's a good
Yeah.
way to stay like entwined with the sport.
100%.
You know, 'cause
So
you
you
watch all the games.
so you stood the same with sports your whole life since you're a kid. You're still the same.
I'm gonna
diehard
I'm
sports
not even gonna be like a liar on the show, but like I don't think I missed many Knick games, man. Maybe since like
No, there's no need to
2006.
lie. There's no need
Like
to lie.
regular season,
Regular
from
since
childhood
2006, like I'm gonna give you a realistic number. I probably missed like 50 regular season games.
Okay.
crazy.
Now,
That's
you think
crazy.
that's wow? Well, we had a guy here who was a diehard Knicks fan.
Anthony Donahue, you know the Knicks guy.
Okay, now
Yeah.
listen to me. This guy was like a computer. I've never seen anything like this in my life. He mentioned a game. Oh yeah, when the Knicks played so and so in 1987. Oh, he said how many points they scored in the game.
Yeah.
Who played who?
So you autistic?
Who got hurt in the game?
Had to be.
Like yo,
He just loves the Knicks.
game after game from the 80s to now, he was talking about exactly how many points, who played, who slammed dunk, who did. Bro,
I hope he
it
worked
was
like
the sickest thing I ever seen.
works
bro.
in
He
the
does.
field.
Yeah,
All
he's
right.
a
I was
brand.
gonna say like that's like an autism thing.
That is
know?
like his memory.
They know
like
some very specific shit.
even if I went to those games,
you wouldn't
and like
remember
I
that shit.
wouldn't
Yeah, yeah,
remember
yeah,
the
yeah.
details
Yeah, of
that
course.
he was remembering everything, bro. It was sick to watch.
It's crazy.
Who are the top 5 New York City athletes ever? I think it's a hard question because they have to be born and bred in New York.
Oh, that's the.
Oh, we could go with just like New York athletes.
Yeah,
Make
I
it a
thought
little
I
easier.
thought you meant sports teams, like New York sports teams.
like the top 5 athletes that
Yeah,
played on
because
New York sports teams.
to know who was born here, Jordan was born here.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I
Did
think
we really
that's-
get to claim him though? Didn't he move?
No, that's what
Nah,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
we
So
don't.
I don't think that
We
that's
don't.
the question. The stipulation should probably be
Bernard
New
King.
York athletes that played for
yeah, Bernard
Lawrence
King,
Taylor,
Lawrence Taylor for sure.
LT,
Darryl Strawberry.
Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
All right, we'll throw a Met in there. I like Darryl Strawberry. Shit.
It's tough, bro.
I mean, like we could just go with all Yankees. I
you
mean,
got
it's
Patrick.
rough.
You got Patrick Ewing.
yeah, Lou Gehrig, fucking
Patrick
Babe
Ewing.
Ruth.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
It's impossible.
it's rough.
You'd probably have to do it for our generation. Would make it easier.
yeah,
All
that works.
time is impossible.
Yeah.
So we'll go
I
95
don't
to
even know half of
2026.
those guys were from New York.
No, they're not from
but
New
we're
York.
not doing
Oh.
that. Just
We're just
played
doing the
here.
teams. Yeah, that's tough.
It's tough.
That's tough.
So
Derek
now
Jeter.
you're just
Jeter
doing
for sure.
generating-
Jeter's got to be. Jeter's on that 5 for
Yeah,
sure.
Jeter, Ewing. I'm putting Brunson in there. I'm sorry.
Taylor, Lawrence Taylor.
LT.
LT.
Mariano Rivera.
I like that one. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. There's so
it-
many
it-
Yankees.
yeah,
Sandman?
It's impossible to like
Well, that's
narrow
the
it down
best.
to
That's
5
the best
people.
part about that team too. Is like, yes, they were the big bad Yankees, like the evil empire. They had the biggest budget always, but like that whole core team was like
Legendary.
came up with that team. Derek Jeter, Mariano Rivera. Who else?
Bernie
Jorge
Williams,
Posada,
Jorge Posada.
Then the
Alfonso
later teams.
Soriano.
And they had Mark Teixeira, CC Sabathia.
They picked up Mark Teixeira and those guys.
That was
but
that
like,
09 team. That the last time they won a ring.
But the core, like,
A-Rod.
big part of that core, they was like homebred.
What high school produces the best athletes in New York? I mean, this one's fucking easy, I think.
I mean, growing up in my head, it was always Severian.
I don't know who went to
Severian's
what high school.
definitely up
Lincoln.
there.
Severian
I was
had
gonna
like
say, when you
5
say Lincoln,
baseball
like
teams.
Stephon Marbury.
yeah, Lincoln. It's got to be
Sebastian
Lincoln.
Telfair.
But also
Yeah.
Erasmus Hall campus. Like, Erasmus Hall campus, it goes by sport. But I think as far as the most professional athletes, I think Lincoln might have produced the most pros.
Who else besides those two? Who else went to Lincoln?
It was Telfair, Stevenson,
Lance
Marbury,
Stevenson.
Lance
Ishak
Stevenson,
Williams.
right.
He played for the Giants. A lot of football players ended up making the league.
I'm also kind of ignorant to the public school system. I went to college school my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wouldn't know what players went to
Bernard
what
King went to
school.
Fort Hamilton. You know,
What's his face went to? It's from Marine Park. What's his name? White dude.
Oh, Chris Mullen.
Well, he's from
The
Canarsie.
Dream Team.
Chris
Actually, somebody
Mullen, I always
corrected
say
me the
this,
other day.
Chris
Maybe he's
Mullen's
not.
brother. Chris Mullen's brother was it Mullen? His
There's
brother-
another one. There's
and the teacher was the gym teacher.
Yeah, Severian. Did he just pass?
Yeah, Chris, oh, he died? He passed away?
Maybe I could be wrong about that. I think he might have just passed. I heard someone say.
Oh,
Chris
yeah,
Mullen was on
Mr.
the Dream
Mullen.
Team, though. I forgot about
My
that.
father used to
Olympian,
play
bro.
ball with him at the park.
That's the most epic shit Marine Park ever produced.
Legend.
I think he might be from Canarsie.
Is he?
Marine Park is
that?
claiming him. He went to St. Thomas Aquinas.
I know that. He went to St. Thomas Aquinas.
Damn, this is a fucking. We're going from straight New York sports to other. What summers growing up in New York City were your most memorable?
Everyone.
But this is a
Everyone
good
knows
one. I have a
block
very
party.
specific stretch of time for me because, and I wonder if whoever's listening is going to relate to this because from 2004 to 2009, I went to Silver Gold Beach Club. I spent my summers in Rockaway and Breezy.
Yeah, same.
Some of
Yeah,
my
it's gonna
best.
be different for all of us.
Some of my
Different
best summers are in Breezy
How old are
Point,
you,
Queens.
I'm 30, going to be 31 in a couple weeks. So I used to go to Silver Gold constantly. I mean, that's a really, really good one.
And
I
West
don't even know
33rd
what
and
that
Coney
is.
Island.
But if I had to go with one specific, I think it was around the time like we were young enough where we weren't weird going to the bars and people would be like, "Oh, it's normal that you're here."
Yo, you're picking a year? Because you said what year?
Shit, probably like 2015.
Yeah,
so I was
see,
like
it's a
20,
huge-
Those are good ones.
and then that
I
was
was
around
already
the time.
done going out, but
I was 20.
25.
It's a huge difference. I was already married.
I just turned 21 in 2015.
I forget
Like,
the age
what year you
difference.
No, I was born. What year was I born? 79.
But that was
So-
around the time Salty was like popping.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
neighborhood was still like.
When
jumping.
did Trace
My
close?
favorite summer years were definitely, I would say, from 96, 97, 98, 99, like those 4 or 5 year stretch.
You were around when the neighborhood was like legendary.
Ooh-wee.
We were around when it was like starting to close up, and then I think you were around. It was still pretty good.
But so
like,
let me ask you
fucking-
this though, not to go off topic. What did the summers in '96 look like in comparison to now?
This is the rhythm of the
Was,
night.
like, was it really like you know what I have in my head, Patty? I have people fucking knocking off hydrants and how water's going into the street. Like, was it really like that?
1,000%. Hydrants open, blasting your car coming through. Kids out on every block, from the little kids to their older brothers, Every
All the
schoolyard
cars
was
are out. Those
packed.
fucking '80s and '90s cars.
Every car was out, all the windows down, the system on. Everybody knew each other. Every pizzeria had everybody.
You know what the
It
cool thing
was.
is too?
It's hard to explain
How
because
old
you're
you
like,
was,
no
man?
way is it like that, and it was
36.
like
I was
that
born in
every
90.
day, bro.
What was the beach?
I mean, I wasn't a big beach guy, but yes,
either.
the beach was always
Well, I'm saying, what was it though? Would you guys go to Coney Island or
West
would you go
30,
to like
West 33rd or whatever it was. But I wasn't a big beach guy.
Me either.
I did go to Reese Park recently, and like I had a tent and like a legit setup, and it was
That
fire.
I can do.
It was fire, and I invited Tony Canoli.
Nice. See, we all had
gets
jet
crazy.
skis, so we used to go to Venice Marina and take the jet skis out. You know, a couple of my friends had boats, so we would all go out and dock the boats and the jet skis.
Cool thing about that generation is before pills fucked up the neighborhood.
But
Oh yeah, there was
You
no
grew up across the street from the park. What were your summers
Bro, I
like?
lived in that part.
It was just weed. Everybody just smoked weed. That was it.
the good old days.
Well, all the guys we were
We
around.
literally lived across the street from the park. When I say, "Oh, you lived across the street from," no, I'm talking about like.
Bro, I
across
was
the
in that
street.
from when I was like probably, I don't know, 7 or 8, because my mom could literally see me. She used to come out and see me in the
park.
handball courts.
Yeah.
I'd be allowed, and could hear her call my name
But that's where you spent most of your summers.
every day.
Every day, yeah.
Just playing
And how
handball.
old are you?
36.
36.
That's
1990.
that's funny because we had Dyker
1990.
Park, and like Dyker
Yes.
was similar, but like I could only imagine Marine Park was probably just as
Chris,
good.
Chris, I'm telling. When I'm trying to explain it to you right now, it was literally like a movie. Watch a '90s movie and see how it is when everybody's out.
Yeah.
And it was just like
Don't
that.
stickball bats at buses.
It was just, yo, Chris, you could be 10 years old and live, like if you were on Bath Avenue, and let's say you were on Bay 35th, but you lived on Bay 13th or 15th, 1 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock at night, you could be 10 years old and walk Bath Avenue home, and you could guarantee every other block somebody would be out by the window, standing in front of the house, and they would watch. Hey, Pat,
I
like,
was gonna say I know the neighborhood was definitely like the jungle back then, but that was probably safe though. You know what I'm saying?
listen, it was the jungle if you were involved in the jungleness, but little
10-year-old kid walking
little
home.
brothers and kids in the neighborhood, and you were about as safe as you could be.
When did block party culture get popular? Were they throwing block parties
Always.
in the 80s and 90s?
Always.
Or was it?
I watched it fade away through the 90s. It was huge.
Staten Island's
I'm
doing
talking
good with
about
them.
huge.
Staten Island has a bunch.
2000s, early 2000s, it was still very big, and I would say
2010s.
Yeah, after 2010, it started to fade away to where and when I say it was every block in the summer, it was every.
That was the best part of the summers, the block party.
I have a good controversial question. All right, so maybe I'm being biased because we're from the neighborhood, but I feel like we weren't big gossipers. Like we didn't talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have cliques. Everybody kind of hung out with one another. Staten Island is the biggest clique culture that I've ever seen in my fucking life about like gossiping and this and that and the
see,
fourth.
I'm out of the loop.
Why do you think that is?
What are you talking about, like today?
Today's
Because I
generation?
think you can't compare it because the times are different. Like I saw something cool about the movie Superbad, like how that was the end of.
It's great. I seen that too.
You saw it? It was like the end of this generation where there was like you could go to the house party, and there was no phones, and like if you did some dumb shit, you didn't wake up the next day and it's on video, and you're like,
Yep,
fuck,
100%.
everybody has this video forever. Like you did some shit, no, whatever, whoever saw it, nobody else. You know what I mean? So I think that is like the bigger, like differentiator.
It's a fucked up
It's Real Housewives in real life, Staten Island. They feed off of drama. They feed off of, you heard what this person did. You heard who she married. You heard he's cheating. You heard this. You heard that.
Well,
people like to talk about other people because when they talk about themselves, nobody gives a fuck.
What I take that as is you want to see other people do bad. You want to see them embarrass themselves. You want to see them having a moment. You want to see them struggle.
Yeah,
And like I'm getting a little
nobody
deep
did
with it.
that.
I'm being a little dramatic, but like I don't want that for a fucking soul. I want everybody to be a fucking billionaire. So like I just can't really get down with the whole. I can't do
It's
it.
just
that
like
gossip shit.
stupidity, like some small-minded shit.
Before the pod and all that stuff, and it was happening with like the men, and they were all from Staten Island, just like talking about it, one another, and then this one's doing this, and this one's doing
fired,
that.
right?
And I'm like, and I'm like,
The
yo,
voices of Staten Island, are you listening?
and I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, what are you, a fucking, like, you're a female? What are you doing talking about like another man like that, like nonstop? Just take it easy.
Well, in Brooklyn, growing up in the 90s and 2000, there was none of that because there was repercussions for that.
Yeah.
You weren't going to be standing
That's
there
a problem.
gossiping to
Nobody's
10,
getting
15
smacked
kids on the
anymore.
corner.
There's no
Somebody will find out.
You know, people need to just get fucking smacked up a little bit. I'm 175 pounds, so I might not be able to do it anymore. You know, I might need fucking pooch
You're
in
going to
the
be
gang.
invisible soon.
You know, I didn't write this
Where's
one.
Chris?
What's your favorite city in Europe? I didn't.
Who wrote that, John?
What's your
John.
favorite city in Europe?
What's your favorite city in
I
Europe?
got an answer.
I probably did because I knew you would have a good answer for it. And I know the answer, but
What is
go.
it?
Really?
I'm not guessing on camera. I'm going to say Prague.
I haven't been there. That's where I want to go.
Oh, you haven't been there?
No.
Oh, so I don't know.
Barcelona is my favorite city in Europe that I've been so far.
You going to Europe in a couple of days, my man. Talk about it.
I'll tell you when I get there if it was the best one.
I mean,
I loved Positano.
Mm,
Loved it. I mean, that was
I've heard nothing
something
but good
that I
things.
just,
yeah.
I can't get that out of my head. Positano was fucking gorgeous.
I was gonna lie and say Naples, but now that I'm watching Gomorrah, I'm really talking about it a lot. It looks a little fucked up over there.
No, I'm telling you right now, Chris,
is
if
fucking
you ever
weird.
went to Positano on the Amalfi Coast, your rooms, if you're in the hotels that are on the hill and your balcony is overlooking the hill and everything, when you're standing on that balcony, you cannot grasp what you're looking at is real. It's like, this is fake. This is a painting.
Yeah.
The water, it's not like crystal clear where you see the bottom.
But it's blue.
But it's blue. And it's like the little waves, they look like these. Like, see how like it's like glass sparkling? That's what the water looks like. Well, the little waves look like little crystals.
She's loving it right now. Her face is lighting up.
No, because I was just standing on the balcony like,
You know where you got to take her.
I heard.
Your mother's buying a house in
Holy
Naples. We'll be over there all the time.
I've heard nothing but good things about Positano, but I didn't go. I went to Rome, Florence, and Milan. And I would say Florence. I loved Florence.
Yo, your McDonald's clip popped off.
yeah.
Wait till I go back to Italy and I go back to all 5 of those fucking McDonald's and I do a video on all 5 of them.
I love
Yeah,
that.
they do
You
have
know
a
who does
full
that a
menu.
lot from
If
the
I
pod?
didn't know
Fucking
you-
Salzo. Like we ask
Wait,
a question. he'll
pause
just
for a
say-
second. Didn't you have
If I
McDonald's in
didn't- If I
Sicily?
didn't know you, and
Didn't Lauren
if that was
send
the
me a
only thing I
fucking
saw
picture?
of you, I would mute you, and so I would say never show me this guy's post again.
Pause. Don't make me call Lauren right now. Where did you guys have McDonald's in overseas?
Not
And don't
Italy.
fucking lie on this fucking
It
camera right
was
now.
it was Barcelona, I think, actually.
Okay.
In the airport. In the airport. Okay?
I'm not
If
gonna
I have the
lie.
option to go to a fucking
Listen.
Italian restaurant or a Spanish
The
restaurant,
2
I'm
times
not
that I
going
had
to
McDonald's in Italy was in the train port in Rome.
You're comparing it to the McDonald's here. Yes, it's better than the garbage we have here, but
It's
you're
quality
in
food.
Italy.
It's quality
No,
food.
I'm gonna be honest with
shouldn't
you. When
be
I
an
was in
option.
Italy, I think we did try the McDonald's.
Of course
there,
you did.
But we did it to try. It's not like we went there to eat.
All right, but
We
you didn't
just
come
wanted-
back and say the best food I had in Italy was actually
not what I
McDonald's.
said, first
That
of
is
all.
what you
Shocked.
said
That's not what I
verbatim.
did not say
Shocked
the
that
best
it didn't
food I
have a
had
menu.
in Italy
It has
was
a
Yes, it
menu.
is. Pull up the clip.
That's not what I said.
Clip it.
I said that the McDonald's in Italy was phenomenal. And it was.
You said it was the best food you had in Italy.
No, it didn't.
I promise you said that.
If you did say that, I remember this video too. But
Are you
if,
not entertained?
if you,
Are you not fucking entertained? Okay?
and if you didn't say that on camera, you said it to me directly.
It was good. I was arguing with my cousin Mike about this. You rich millionaire. He's in fucking Southern Italy. I'm like, Mike, just go try the tiramisu for me. He's like, nah, bro,
That's
I'm not
and
gonna
that's
do
another thing you said. It was the best tiramisu you've
It
ever had in your life.
was.
Yeah, there's no additives. That's why.
My man, they have a separate McCafe part to McDonald's in Italy.
you don't know what the McCafe.
I'm telling you, we're gonna be in
Sorry,
it.
bro.
Did you might have not been with us. We went to the fucking McDonald's in Dubai too. That shit was fire. It's one of my things.
Oh,
I want
how
to go
was
everywhere
Dubai?
I am in the world. I try McDonald's.
Yo, he
What do you
surprised
want?
me in Dubai. Did you know that?
How? Oh, you were in Dubai?
It's the first. Yeah, I was there. I had a show there, and that was the first time. Like, I never had a surprise party. I never had a surprise 30th or anything like that. That was the only time I've really been surprised in my life.
surprised me
Where
twice.
I didn't think like he was there. I thought I'm either tripping right now, or I need sleep or some shit. I didn't think he could actually be there.
I'll show you
I
guys
was
the video.
It was a
fucking
hologram.
bro. I was like,
You got to see it in his face, bro. You see it in his face. He was genuinely like, "What the fuck?"
I was
going on?
painting.
That's beautiful.
All right, so you were both in Dubai. How long were you there?
5-6 days.
Okay.
Not even. But he was
I
there.
was there a
already.
little
Is it
longer.
what it looks like it's on social media? Like when you were there, were you like, holy fuck?
I don't know if he's in the. I don't know if he's in the.
I gotta.
I
know
just
this.
want to preface: this was a very bad part of my life. I didn't
I don't
enjoy
know if he
this
could
part
give
of my
an
life
unbiased
at
opinion.
all. I'm gonna be honest. I went to a bachelor party in fucking South America. Got off of that plane, slept at home one night, got on another plane, and went to Dubai. I was on a crazy come down. It was not the best time. But I will say this: the fucking Atlantis in Dubai when we went to, that shit is exactly what you think it is. You think that you're in the underwater city of fucking Atlantis.
I mean,
in
it's
this
like
place.
the
It
most
was
expensive
insane.
resort ever built. I
No,
think,
it
in the
was
world.
fucking
That's
crazy,
the
bro.
7-star hotel or something, right?
Bro,
So
it
it's
was
seven-star
Patty.
hotel?
That's the Burj Al Arab. We didn't
We
go
didn't
there.
go to
That's
that.
kind of like a little outdated now. There's other things, but
This Atlantis
but
was
the
crazy.
Atlantis is
It looks like the windows are on the water.
in the Atlantis.
in the Atlantis.
It's because it's like fish tanks, but it's like literally
crazy.
the size of an actual fucking ocean.
And if you look at like from like an aerial view of the Atlantis on like Google Maps, it's like out there in the middle of nowhere type shit. Like they built this. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. So yeah. And then you can make a left on a wrong turn in Dubai and you think you're in Call of Duty. Like it's not all built up.
No.
Yeah.
Bro,
Really?
dude, that's the craziest thing. When we did a safari trip.
Oh,
You say
see, I didn't
safari,
know
but
that. Like the hood.
it's where like the workers live.
You know, it wasn't this fully built up part of Dubai that you think the whole city looks like this. No, it
But
doesn't.
dude,
Some of it's not built
nothing
up.
was built there. This is what the biggest thing that surprised me. When we did, probably doesn't remember this because he was not feeling great. We did you see him sweat in air conditioning. We did a safari trip. They call it safari, but it's like in the desert. They take us. It was hot. He was not feeling great.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Me
But
neither,
so they're telling us a story about like how the English went there and they brought Land Rovers or whatever, and they take it deep into the desert where they could dig and they find oil, and that's when they got rich. And they said before 1970 there was no 2-story building in Dubai.
Yeah.
There was nothing there. I thought like these like royal families go back hundreds of years, like the royal families in Europe. I didn't know that,
It's oil sheiks. I'm
bro.
pretty sure they just
Like they
built
made money like in the past
40, 50 years.
bro, and that's why they live like they're just like it's like new money. Like they're spending like it's crazy.
How do I get involved in that? You think we can mine for diamonds in fucking Canarsie or something? Fucking,
You hear so many mixed stories about Dubai. I spoke to people that went there. They're like, "Oh my god,
It depends
it's
what you're
gorgeous.
into.
It's sick, beautiful, this, that." They have so many great stories. Then I speak to other kids like, "Oh no, you know, we almost got in trouble, and you
got to be careful. You're not bringing this to Dubai. I'll tell you that.
Like,
you're not smoking weed there. You're gonna go to jail for fucking 10 years.
Not my friend, but my friend's friend that went with him got in trouble for like kissing like a girl in the lobby or something.
Yeah.
I remember
Like,
I was cursing in the Uber, and my ex at the time was texting me. She's like, "John, I know this is how you talk, but like you can't curse here." And I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you see,
forgot.
like one mistake there, like could cost you.
If
I'd
you're
be in
gonna
jail
go
for
to
They're
Dubai,
pretty relaxed because they rely on tourism, so they're softening up even on the weed. I think now it used to be
Really?
like
no nonsense.
zero
shit.
tolerance. If you get caught coming in, you're doing like 5 years, and
fucked.
now it's like you get one strike. Like we're just gonna if you come here with some personal shit, we're just gonna send you away.
Okay.
But like you're not gonna actually go to jail there. So they're softening up. But
they'll turn you away at the airport. You know that influencer kid, Josh Block? You ever see him?
I know the name.
You ever see that kid? Sweet kid. But he showed up to the airport, and I guess somebody like reported him to the Dubai government, and they turned him away. They said,
what
"Go
that
back."
he was like wild.
You see,
like,
He's slow, but he's like a nice kid, you know. But like the influencers, jerk offs were all taking advantage of him and stuff, and like they putting him in bad spots. And I guess like people were fucking with him at the time. And then they called like the Dubai government and said like, do not let this kid in. Just trying to mess with him. He flew there, and they were like, nah, you ain't coming in.
Yeah,
bro.
see, it's too much. Like this supposedly was a kid from the neighborhood that went there and got in trouble. And supposedly, if they lock you up for anything, when you get there, they do like a piss test or this or that. And supposedly, just because this kid had weed in his system, they held him for like 6 or 7 months. It's
that
like,
sounds crazy to
get
me.
out of here. It's
Yeah,
like, it's
no,
like
it's
there's
not
too
right.
many like.
If you're gonna go to Dubai, save up the bread or have the bread and go to the Atlantis and then come home. Like that's what the Russians do. The Russians treat fucking the Atlantis in Dubai like we treat the Bahamas.
Yeah.
They just go there, they treat it like that, and then they come home. There's no need
It's
to go
not
to
my
these.
scene. I went there for a show. Yeah, it depends what you're into. If you're into like fancy shit and like expensive girls like that are working,
I'm good. I'm good.
No, I like the Aruba. Aruba's my vibe. You know,
I would like to
Yeah,
get
it's
to
not
Aruba,
Aruba.
the happy island. It's not Aruba.
We went
It's
to
not
a
Aruba.
donkey
It's
farm.
fire.
Italy
Don't
is
get it
my
twisted. But it's
me
not
and
Aruba.
me and her, whenever we go away, we're like weird. You know, like we're staying at this like 5-star resort, and then we're like, yo, there's a donkey farm up the road.
Yeah, that. But listen to me. If your next vacation, if you want to see something that you love, and that is either Positano or Santorini. Those are two places that you will go to, and you will be very, very fucking happy.
I need
you
more
went.
money, Arini. I'm fucking.
You need more money.
But let me ask you guys
Yeah,
this.
it's expensive.
Well, growing up, like as kids, you guys would take family vacations. We would take
Never.
family vacations and never get on a plane. We would drive. We would go to Lake George for a week and then come home. Where'd you guys go?
Bethany Beach, Delaware.
There you
That was
go.
a big one.
Fire.
Yeah, we stay on the resort on the beach.
I went to Dorney Park, I think, twice.
That's a vacation, my man.
Well, I had a Pocono house, so we would go to the Poconos in the
Fire.
summer and weekend.
Fire.
But
That's good because you get both seasons out of it.
yeah, but to travel, my father had a club in Boca Raton. So towards the end of his life, the last couple of years of his life, he was involved with a club out there, and we would go like every couple of weeks. We'd go out there and spend the week, like and then come
Some
home.
sun, that's fire.
Yeah. So
By the way, I don't want it to be too late in the episode. Your mom, Sue, has a book coming out.
Yes,
you want to shout
sir.
that out on the pod
Yeah.
real quick?
we're gonna her book is coming out. We don't have the exact date, but it is coming out this month. And when it does, I'll be here. I'll put the book on
Like
it.
memoirs? Like she's telling a story?
It's just it's her life story with my
Fuck yeah.
father
Oh, I
and
love that.
everything. It's from beginning to
hell
end.
yeah.
It tells the story about
Oh, yeah.
everything.
Yeah, I need in on that
You know,
for sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
she did an amazing job.
Oh, yeah.
I like
Really
that.
is. The book came out amazing.
Shout out to Sue.
Yep.
How do you guys? All right, this is relatable. How do you guys feel about the creator economy? But I'm talking. How do you feel about it from day one until now?
The creator economy.
The creator, the community,
Like influencers?
being around influencers, networking with influencers, et cetera, et cetera. How do you feel about that? What changed your perspective from day one until now about the industry?
I just think one of the issues is I've been diving a lot more into media personality, a lot more into influencing, and I try to be myself. That's my thing. Like if I'm gonna lean into that shit, it's just gonna be me, just like being me. And if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. What I've noticed is that a lot of these influencers the image that they portray online is not actually who they are.
Yeah.
And that could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. You could be an influencer that goes on socials and you're very erratic and you're very loud and you're not like that in real life. You're a little bit more laid back. And then vice versa. You could have this calm, nice demeanor on socials, but then in real life you're a dick. So like it could go both ways. And I just think one of the things that I've noticed is that you just never really, unless they're your people like us or whatever the case may be, and you know these people, then cool.
Yeah.
But a lot of these people ain't who they say they are.
Right.
I
And
think
you're going to learn that the hard
that's
way. And
people in
hopefully it's
general,
not from
bro.
like a
It is.
financial standpoint. Nobody fucks you over money or some shit. But most of these people ain't who you think they are.
It's weird because when you have a business, like you're an artist, so like you're going to a show and you're selling your work, so you're selling a product. In this industry, it's like you're almost like selling yourself, and then these people are like selling themselves back to you. So it creates this disingenuous environment. And then it's a big problem for me because I have a problem separating a lot of the time business and friendship. So like people will come through and I'll be like, a big time comedian will come through the studio and I'll be like, oh, this is my friend. But it's like, no, it's like it's a transactional thing. So I'm having a hard time with that. And then I notice like the bigger people get, the more they change. And I think that if you measure your status in life based off of a virtual world and likes, then you need fucking therapy. I think that's a little strange, you know what I mean? The more I get into it, the deeper that I dive into it, it's a little ugly, you know. But that's anything in entertainment, you know what I mean? It's a little bit. I'm just not built like that, you know what I mean? Like I want.
It's weird. It's not. I don't think it should be like. I don't think it should feel natural for us. I think
It's
if
very
it's supernatural for you, you probably have some issues going on because it's not. And it's tough. The one thing I noticed is like, it's a turn off. Listen, it's like a legit business now for people, and I get that and I respect it. It's a major turnoff when it's a girl doing it. For me, if it's like a chick I'm dating, I just experienced that, and
Not
it was
doable.
like
No.
I don't even know exactly why, but it was just a major turnoff, and I wasn't into it. Just like just being
Accessible.
yes.
That's
what it
point.
is.
He's a pro. Like he's a pro. So like he just moves the way he wants to move and then does what he wants to do. And
That just comes with age. As you get older, you'll care less and less.
That's what I'm saying. I think you only give a fuck about what you give a fuck about.
That's it.
Yeah.
I give
I'll
a
be
fuck
like
about
straight
my
up honest with
family.
you.
That's it.
My,
I like
my
creating
close
good
family
shit
and
for them.
my close friends and my family.
And that's
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
No, he moves just like that. He's consistent.
That's it.
I love being around people. Like when we do this, I think it's a very genuine show. But at the end of the day, why are we in this game?
Here's the thing.
We're in this game to make money. So like I'll say it on a show. I'm fucking $16,000 deep into this investment right here.
Yeah.
So now I'm in the mindset I need to get that motherfucker back.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
It's nice when like people come through and shit like that. But at the end of the day,
You
we
didn't
can
put
be
that on the
honest with each
Knicks
other.
and double it up. Yeah, it should be fucking.
But why do we do anything? If we were handed each $1 billion right now, are we doing what we're doing?
Yo, that's the proudest thing I could say is yes, I'd be painting and I'd be doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know what I would be doing. Probably nothing.
I mean, with $1 billion.
I know what I wouldn't be doing.
I know what I'll do. What I'm passionate about: sitting around, listening to music, smoking weed, eating good food.
It'll just be in a bigger house.
and a much nicer house where you know what, you guys can come to me.
That's what I'm trying to say.
How old were you when you started with your
Painting?
Yeah,
23.
23.
Yo, that shit
But
is super dope.
I was always drawing and stuff, and I had a barbershop. I was cutting hair, which is like somewhat artistic, you know. But it's like doing the same shit,
Yeah,
blending freaking skin fade 25 times a day.
How does mine look?
Tight.
Thanks, bro.
When
Always.
you started doing
Every week
art,
you got a cut.
Yeah.
when you started doing art, were you selling art pieces or were you going to people's
No.
places doing the art?
No, I wasn't selling anything. I was cutting hair,
Right.
but it was like the perfect thing that I had. Like I had a barbershop, so even I wasn't making money selling paintings right away. And I didn't know anybody that painted as a hobby, let alone as a living. Like I didn't
Right.
think it was possible.
Right.
But I had a barbershop, so then I cut down my hours, but I rented chairs out. I had like 11 chairs
Right.
in my barbershop in Brooklyn, Nostrin and Tea. And so it was good because like I had money coming in from that. So I could and I had a lot of free time, and it's an easy business to run. There's no like inventory to take care of. There's no hours and schedule. Like the guys rented chairs, they came and go as they pleased. They had keys. It was very easy. So I had that to make money while I was painting, like while I was learning. And then like when we have the conversation about as a creative, like how do you like jump in and like take that leap of faith? Like I was pushed off the ledge because I lost my barbershop during COVID.
Oh, shit.
I renovated my barbershop February 2020. February 2020. That's the only thing that still hurts.
Yeah.
We knew each other before then, but that's when we really met.
10 years. It was like the 10-year anniversary. I put in new stations, new floor, new tiles, new bathroom. We got shut down in March 2020.
That's fucked up.
I handed the keys back to stations, mirrors, tiles that were never fucking used.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah, but it was a blessing.
Yes, but that renovation, that 30 grand, I would like that back.
Yeah,
but
of
yes,
course.
it was a fucking...
You had a similar story too. I mean,
Well,
from
that's
the
why-
bad shit you went through kind of gave you the creative for a lot of at-war stuff.
100%. And even our timelines, me and Wes, even though he's 4 years older than me, we have a very similar timeline in the sense that, like, I also got pushed off the ledge during COVID, and that's when we met.
Yeah.
We met before that. I'm lying, but we didn't know each other. And our first lunch that we ever sat down at La Villa, I don't know if you remember that, was February 2020. And the first thing we ever did together was my birthday of that
was
same year.
February 2020?
It wasn't even COVID yet.
Wow.
Because I had just moved out and just moved into my new apartment. But my point is that I think for both of us, even though you have Flory, I think for both of us, we were each other's first creative best friend in a way. I didn't know nobody that was selling clothes, fucking making money, or having a career as making and selling
And
something.
that's what you were doing? You had the merch? All the
He didn't
merch?
have
Less
the
merch.
But he had merch, but he had. I don't even mean making clothes. I mean making something
Okay.
from nothing, a product, and selling it. I didn't know nobody that was doing
Like a
that shit.
non-essential product. Like
You
not
know,
a
like
fucking
something that's not proprietary.
pizza
You don't
or-
need it, but you want it. You know what I mean? Something creative, something cool, something artsy.
Yeah.
Right? We were each other's basically first friends to be like, oh shit.
John
Oh
was my
shit.
first.
You know what I'm saying?
So do you do have merch with like your art on it?
Yeah, we do some stuff
Yeah, we do
together.
stuff together.
Right now, I have nothing on, but yeah, it's
So
not.
Chris was telling me you do the hearts.
Yeah,
Yeah, that shit is
so it started like as street art. Like I was like writing the word love, like a script L, peace sign for the O. The heart was like the V, and this E. Just doing like graffiti in the street.
Do you know Hectag?
Yeah, I met him a few times.
Yeah, because when I was working at Stone, he does all the artwork.
Yes,
for
he
Stone.
did that. Yes.
You got the hollow hearts. They're all hollow, right?
He would come in and he did all of my friend Chris's art, like in his house. He would make things from like he did this beautiful thing, like he bought this side of a subway train, like it was like the panel from the subway train with like the window in it
fire.
and everything.
Yeah.
And he did the whole thing with like pizza pusher on it and everything.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
I like talking to artists, man, because you guys will like pinpoint like the smallest little detail in your work and like what that meant to you at that specific time. You both do that a lot. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty dope.
I've also
That's the artist brain. I think you're born with that. I don't think
for
that,
sure.
You know,
We do it in other areas of our life too. But one of the things that I love so much is, bro, like I watch him paint, like actually in the studio over the course of 6 years. I could probably look at a painting and know like what year that was fucking painted, just from a stylistic standpoint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Absolutely
saying?
nobody even comes close to like the amount of hours that you've sat there and watched.
Nobody
me paint.
comes close to a few things. Let's get it twisted. Number one, the amount of hours that I've watched you painted. Number two, tattoos inspired or done by you or your actual art. And
Oh, you do the tattoo yourself too?
he's tattooed me.
Doing a few.
Oh, yeah?
Tattooed me. He's not a tattoo artist, but he's tattooed me. And nobody has more work in their house than me. I'm sorry. Who?
It's true.
Who?
It's true.
I'm enjoying
Do you
this
sell
camaraderie.
pieces? You have the framed pieces? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's how I make my living.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like Hectag does the same thing. He has his pieces, and then he goes and he'll do like
And do like murals and
he,
shit.
he
Yeah.
has some sick pieces. I love that, the hearts and what you do with the peace sign. I love that kind of art. I love that.
Thank you,
Looks
bro.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's old school. Hectad. Met him a few times. Yeah, at shows and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, the art community is very small.
yeah. I got close with him when I was working at Stone. He's a nice guy.
What's the I'm gonna use the word segue again.
Here we go.
Segue.
Yeah, I use that word a lot.
Segue and shenanigans.
Segue and shenanigans, yeah. What's the stigma around people who went to New Utrecht and Fort Hamilton? The difference between the two.
Fort.
You went to Utrecht, though, no?
Of course, I went to Utrecht. I'm the best.
So I'm the best. I just feel like New Utrecht got that street Bensonhurst stigma to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's it. Not in a bad way. Just it's like the street kids went to New Utrecht.
Anybody went to New? I mean, we might have known a few kids that went to. I went there for summer school one year, but I didn't go. I was
You went
getting
to-
dropped off at the front door, and I was walking out.
Yeah,
my mother
yeah,
was dropping me over the front. I was walking right out the back.
Well, it was-
No show. You had a no show
Yeah,
high
yeah,
school
I
job.
like-
But it
no,
was-
it was a summer school. I was walking right out of the fucking back door.
Lafayette was the street high school growing up. No, my mother went to Lafayette.
Was Rikers Island with a bell that you could leave at 3:00 if you make it. If you make it.
So like you guys are more Marine Park, that area. So like to Bensonhurst, there was always like it was separated obviously. Bensonhurst, Gravesend, Diker,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Bay Ridge, whatever.
Yeah.
we always thought us New Utrecht kids who lived in Bensonhurst, like, all right, if you go to Fort Hamilton, you live in Bay Ridge on Colonial or 3rd Avenue, and you have a beautiful giant house, and you're more of like a yuppie, you know. But there was some bad kids that went to Fort Hamilton too, you know what I mean? Because they were zoned for it, I guess, and they may have lived on like 12th or whatever. But anything past like 10th Avenue or like 9th, we were like, all right, those kids are yuppies. They live in those giant houses. They do the Dyke lights, you know what I mean?
Funny that you call them yuppies.
Yeah. I don't know. It was the way, because us Utrecht kids.
Wait, now that he's saying New Utrecht, I'm trying to think, was that even the fucking school I got dropped off?
First of all, it was the best high school. It was the best high school ever.
I know exactly which one you're talking about now, but now that I'm knowing exactly which one you're talking about.
Because there's another one, this Brooklyn studio.
No, the one I was.
FDR?
I think the one that I was going to was like by Roland Roaster. What's
James
that one?
Madison?
That's where I went.
So
It's like right off the side of the fucking Bell Parkway. What's that school?
Goldstein.
Oh no, you got
Goldstein
that
is
electrician
right
school that's right there. That my cousin Nick went to.
I'll
Murrow?
think about it.
No, not Morrow.
Midwood?
I forget the name of it. Lincoln is right off the Bell Parkway, and then there's that
Lincoln's
trade
on
school.
Ocean.
There's a trade school.
Sheepshead
That's
Dewey-
literally right off
Dewey,
the Bell Parkway.
Dewey
There's
was-
Grady.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
but that's the
Grady's
school I
a
went
middle
to.
Not
school.
Dewey.
Grady's a
Right,
middle
Dewey's
school,
the
no?
school-
No,
no,
Grady's high
Dewey's
school.
high school.
It all changed now. Now they
Grady-
have like different names. I don't know what the name of them. Like Sheepshead Bay is not Sheepshead Bay anymore. I think
No,
it's
it's
something
not.
else.
No.
Is Dewey still Dewey?
I think Dewey's still Dewey. Yeah, New
Murrow
Utrecht's
is still
New Utrecht.
Murrow, Midwood, Madison.
But New Utrecht was just an experience, bro. Like we would walk in and out whenever we fucking walked.
Yeah, that's Dewey.
We would
But
walk,
you guys didn't have. There was no like truancy cops like walking around and shit.
They didn't really bother us because like we had two corners. There was a deli called Dolly's on what was it, 15th, and then we used to just hang out at Dolly's. Or there was one, if you hung out at the one under the train station on New Utrecht, they would usually pop by and then pick everybody up over there. But all the neighborhood kids, they just wouldn't get in the fucking truancy car.
Well, Madison wasn't like that. Like you didn't like.
Madison
get
was
school?
a similar
I
vibe.
used to get my car, my stereo system, and all the work done at my car. Brooklyn's Best, right there, right next to New Utrecht. Remember
65th.
Brooklyn's
It was the
Best?
best high school of all time. I'm not just saying that to be biased. Like it was a big hangout. And just like playing football for them, and then like the lights would go out, so it'd be dark in the hallways and shit. You know, it looked like Shawshank Redemption. You know? It was just the best fucking experience of my life, bro. I wish I could go back.
Dewey was the end of the end. When I walked in Dewey, and they tell you, all right, go in there and fill out the form for your classes and this and that. So you go in, and I see the kid, one kid put like 2 classes, the other kid put like 1 class. I'm like, damn, you gotta pick 1 class, 2 classes, because you can pick whatever you want. You don't even have to pick a
I
class.
don't give a fuck. Yeah.
It's like, what? He was like, yeah, well, you have to have something on there. I looked at the chart.
You got gym?
I looked at the chart.
You got lunch?
I put gym and auto tech. And that was it. And I swear to you, bro, I was in that school probably 2-3 years. I never seen the inside of a classroom. I seen the inside of the gym and I seen the inside of the auto tech.
Fucking Catholic school, we couldn't do that. I know, like you hear Catholic school and it sounds like it's private. It's like goody two shoes, and compared to like public school, it was. But there were also, you know, some not so good parts. But like you weren't skipping school.
Yeah, they have to.
Dewey,
That's a
they
one.
were
They have to
calling
at
them
least
fuck you
guarantee to the parents that are spending $14,000 a year.
You know,
instead
if
not
your
going to
shirt
public school,
was
they got
untucked,
we
if
could at
your tie
least
wasn't
guarantee that
up,
they're going to show up. That they're
shit
going to
was
be
all
in the
real.
fucking classroom.
But there was no. If you wasn't there, you had first 2 classes, then you had homeroom. If you missed the first 2 classes, maybe you get away with it. You miss homeroom, bro.
Bro, the MTA would have to like tell the people on the trains, do not take this train towards the Utrecht High School, because they would go fucking ballistic on the trains, bro. Then they would proceed.
Wow,
My
bro.
friends growing up, like all the 50th Avenue kids, their parents would punish them and say, you can't go to school. That was the punishment. It was all the neighborhood kids meeting up in one location. What do you think? That's going to be a good thing? It was a fucking disaster, bro. They were selling Lucy's on the corner.
Oh my god.
You were given $5 a day if you were lucky. You got a bacon, egg, and cheese in Arizona and a Lucy. Your day was beautiful. And then you get your school lunch to get you halfway
Today
through
was
the
a
day.
good day.
It was,
Bro, but the other things is, bro, there was 700 kids in my school. You had 5,000 kids in your
5,000
fucking
in
entire
James
school.
Madison. Yeah.
That's insane to me.
yeah.
And I didn't even really have many friends. All my friends were in Xaverian, Edmonds. I went to school. I was quiet.
See, like to New Utrecht kids, like Severian and like Poly Prep, that was like another fucking world.
But you want to know what's
Poly
even
prep
crazy?
is
Is those
another
are 2
world. Poly prep
completely
is
different
another
levels.
prep is
Those are 2
another
completely
world.
different levels of school.
Yeah,
Poly Prep's like
100%.
50 bands a year.
yeah.
And Severian, I was able to get in. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, the movies helped, like, because they want, like, that helped a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Poly prep is different. I don't know a single person that went to Poly prep.
I do.
When the thing happened at Lafayette with me, and I got taken out of Lafayette, one of the first places my mother went was Poly Prep.
But didn't you have an issue with Lafayette because of the Bronx Tale?
And when we left, my mother started making phone calls to people that say, we got a meeting at Poly Prep. Oh, we went to Poly Prep. We walked in the office. The guy had my folder in his hand. Bro, we went to sit. He looked at my mother. He was like, don't even sit. Don't listen to me. Don't stop. Don't sit. As a matter of fact, don't close that door.
Get the fuck out.
You realize you need like a 90-something average just to get in the fucking school.
Or 95 grand under the table.
I was like a 95 average.
Like, buddy, I never even been to class.
I was like, I don't even think I've ever got a 95 on a test. What are you fucking talking about? Like, we just didn't even sit down. We walked out next day with Severian. You were able to talk to people there and got in.
And that was it.
I want to extend. You guys want to extend this one a little bit?
Extendo clip.
Yo, if can you pop in for 2 seconds? Hello, Ma.
The meatloaf.
You cool if we extend like 15, 20? You good? I'll get you pizza if you want. All right, no doubt. Start taking what I offer you.
Fucking steak.
This is a good one too. I just went to a couple of weddings. What's the appropriate amount to give in a wedding envelope?
Are you going solo or as a couple?
Couple.
I wouldn't know.
Wait, I'm sorry. Repeat what you said.
What's the appropriate amount to give in a wedding envelope in 2026?
This varies on a bunch of
Who
different
is it?
things.
Is your best friend? Is your good
Are
friend?
you in the wedding? Or are you just
That's
a guest?
a whole nother story.
True.
You're not in the wedding, you're just a guest. And are you there alone?
No, you have your woman.
You're there with your girl?
Damn, see, that extra plate fucks you up. You got to give 500.
Minimum.
I mean, yeah.
I don't even want to say now what I give because I'm gonna get looked at like a cheap fuck. I give like $450 just because I would go to.
Looked at, we said 5. You said 450.
Just because like I know weddings are mad expensive now. Back in the day, I mean, not even back in the day when we were all growing up, that was a fucking good amount of money to give because the wedding wasn't costing $120,000.
Yeah.
But that's not my fault that you want to have a $110,000 wedding.
It's crazy.
And you expect everybody to
bro,
give
when
you.
you give an envelope with $400 in it, that's you gave a good envelope.
What about this? Did your parents have the little fucking book that they wrote in? Hey,
Parents, my wife has the book.
My dad is not closing that envelope until he gets to the wedding and
he
sees,
sees
hey, what's the fucking food look like? Is this open bar? Is this not? Barbara,
What's
they
that
got $100
cocktail
out of
hour?
that fucking envelope because they ain't getting the. You know what I'm saying?
I'll show you the video. My wedding was fucking sick.
I'm sure.
It's a beautiful day, but you
And
got to
Russo's
expect
don't
you're gonna
play.
take an L. You're gonna
Yeah,
take an
hell
L.
yeah.
You probably will make the whole back.
Yeah, I came out of the floor.
Yeah.
I came out
It's like
of
an
the
extra
floor.
8 bands right there.
I came out of the floor. I had the dance floor made with my name and my wife's name in it.
yeah.
I went all out. You got listen. You got that's
you're gonna do it, do it.
That's your wife's dream day.
Yeah.
So I made sure that.
Yeah, I gotta find a girl that had a different dream.
But you know how they have the ice sculptures. I had an ice sculpture of a lobster with like 100 lobsters on it for you to just grab.
All right, bro.
And at the end of the wedding, I had White Castle outside. Everybody could take
No,
White
that's
Castle.
fire.
I'm not a cheap guy, but if I'm at like the cocktail hour, I'm like, come on, pigs in a blanket, take $50
Take
out of
$50
me.
out of the envelope.
Oh no! If
Come
you were
on.
at my wedding, you were like, "Oh shit, we better throw in another 100."
I went to the Venetian.
That's a good wedding to go
Yeah,
to.
I went to the Venetian.
Russo's
You
great.
ever been to the
It was
Venetian?
beautiful.
Yeah.
Russo Stroh's the best wedding.
Venetian, like I remember, I added to the envelope because I'm like, yo, this is an expensive fucking wedding.
Crazy, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do think 400 is a logical amount. I'm gonna get torn apart on the
Yo,
envelope.
Listen,
well,
I had-
the
You won't?
only weddings I'm going to are like my close friends in the past few years. I'm giving 400.
Your
solo.
dolo.
But like it's like those are my good friends.
But I went to 2 weddings in 2024. 2 of my best friends, and one I even traveled to Italy for with somebody. They both got a rack out of me.
Yeah, if you're in the
close
bachelor
friends, yeah.
party and that's your boy
Yes.
since like
Yeah.
childhood,
Yeah,
that's
and
a
it was,
way to
and it was also a destination wedding.
Yeah, that's a lot for a destination wedding.
You know, but that's my top 3 best friends.
Yeah.
My
You
thing
know what
is
I'm saying?
give what you could give.
Put Johnny in
that's
the wedding.
exactly what it is.
Give what you could give. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? Not go to the wedding because you're in a tough spot? Like, you know, I know.
Yeah.
You know, if you could afford, give whatever you could afford. Who are the biggest gangsters in history?
You answered it on this fucking thing.
It's Patty with his fucking
coming out of the fucking
What year did
ground.
you get
The
married?
lobster tree.
What year would you get married?
Oh, we're not gonna do this again.
He had to call his wife mid-episode.
2017. I had to call my wife last time we did this. 2016, I think.
I don't think it was, Pat. I think it was 2014, but it's all right.
2014.
The biggest gangsters in history.
It's the U.S. government. You should just throw this to your left real quick and just let him go on his little rant that he's going to go on.
You guys know me really
Biggest
fucking well.
gangsters in history, you
Yeah,
said?
it's the U.S. government.
Throw it to the guy over there that's direct one for me. I'm sure he's got
This is the only podcast I listen to. We could extend this shit another hour. 100%. It's the greatest. It's the biggest gangsters the world has ever seen.
Do you watch? I think it's like the Senate hearings, and then they like Fauci just went on there.
What's that guy?
Clown.
What's that guy? Walsh? What's that young guy? He's
Walsh?
the fucking best.
Howley?
Oh, Gills, I think.
No,
I
John.
don't
know. The one that drills. The one that.
I don't pay attention to none of this shit.
The
anymore.
best.
He's a
Rand-
young guy
Rand
that's
Paul
hair
is the
pushed
one
back
that-
to the side like a little bit.
You sure you're not talking about Hawley?
Oh, yeah, that might be him.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a straight up comedy show. There was one
bro,
where
it's
it's like we
vicious.
sent tax dollars to like Ecuador for like a
Yeah.
play that they were running. And the guy's like, I can't even believe we're talking about this.
Right.
And he started going nuts. The way he was saying it made
It's
me
a shit
fall
show.
out.
Fucking
I
clown
can't even.
show.
You don't know where your
But
money's
those
going.
are not. But those are not the gangsters that we're talking about. Those are
The CIA is the gangsters that I'm talking about.
these are puppets that
The
are.
CIA is probably, bro. I know, like, we look at the government. I grew up in a household. My father did 11 years in federal prison, and he was like, "Fuck the government." He's like, "You're never going into the army. You're never doing nothing for the government. Fuck the government."
Yeah.
But bro, not for nothing. Maybe in another life I was CIA because those motherfuckers is gangsters.
Bro, mad.
Those
gangster.
are the biggest gangsters in the
I was
world.
just listening to a podcast with a CIA whistleblower, and he was talking about his job, and he's like, "Yo, the fucked up thing." Like now he's a whistleblower, and he's saying the fucked up shit that happened. But
Top-notch
He was like, "Yo, it was
security
a great
clearance.
job." He was like, "I was living abroad. They're paying for me to like learn Arabic and to learn Mandarin. I'm living in China, I'm, like recruiting spies to fucking work for us." He was like, "It was an amazing job. I loved it." He's like, "I hate that I'm in this position now that they're so fucked up that I have to like be a whistleblower." But
The thing is, like, this country just bugs me out because they just don't go by the Constitution anymore. And they're like, you know, the whole, like, during COVID, that was the sickest time.
Oh, yeah.
They were silencing people. And then, remember, like, the whole thing with the mask and the this and the that?
That we knew.
It's not even controversial anymore. Fauci went on. They're like, did you profit off the COVID pandemic?
Yeah.
You know? He's like, I plead
under the advice of my counsel.
I plead the
Wait,
fifth.
the Irishman?
He was
plead the
fucking.
fifth.
He Joe Gallo'd the shit out of that fucking place.
Are we kidding?
He was like,
What color is this
fucking,
pen? That was a
I
real fucking
refuse
question.
to answer on the grounds that might incriminate me, motherfucker.
And they
Hold
never
on.
answer questions. They never answer questions.
Well, he knew
Hearing
if he
shit,
answered
though-
one and didn't answer the others,
Yes, you
You'll be
can't
even
do
worse.
that.
it makes it look 1,000 times worse.
no,
So if
apparently
you're not
you
going to
can't-
answer, you can't answer
Apparently,
nothing.
yeah, I just heard that you can't do
Yeah.
that. But also, they're saying that he probably can't plead the fifth.
Bro,
It's all
Bro,
just
it's
money
They're
laundering.
fucking
It's
the
all
biggest
money laundering.
launderers in
the
world.
things he finds, you're like, this guy.
It's all online. And like they're so good at dividing the people for your fucking skin color, race, religion, which
Yeah.
is nonsense. How do we make the community fucking hate each other? Because right now, bro,
Divide and conquer.
it's the sickest shit I've ever seen in my life. These Senate hearings, I listen to them on the way to work just because it cracks me up.
But you know what's even crazier is I vividly remember being in COVID 2020 and having conversations with people like, "Yo, we're gonna look back on this in 4 years and be like, I can't believe they did this shit to us." And now we're
Got
looking
away
back,
with it.
and now we're looking back on it 6 years from now with pretty much everybody's looking at it like, I can't believe we let them do that shit to us.
That's probably
You
the
know what I'm
most
saying?
justice that we'll see, by the way.
And
He
people are
won't go
being
to-
mad at me about the Mets on Instagram, bro. The country's fucking taking advantage.
No, that's
of
true.
you.
Nothing. It's nice and cool, and it's viral that he said, "I plead the fifth 100 times."
He's not
Nothing
going to
ever gonna happen to
jail.
him.
He's not. No, nothing's gonna happen.
He made millions. He made millions off of that.
nothing's
And
ever
I don't
gonna
know.
happen to
I
him.
don't want to spread misinformation, but I heard, and this might be true, that certain diseases are patented. So I think like SARS, HIV, like patented.
sure.
When you say patent, that means somebody owns it. That means somebody's profiting off of it,
They own like the vaccine.
They own the
for
vaccine
it.
to it.
which is crazy to me. I don't know. I think that's a little wild.
But they funded that shit.
They funded a lot of it.
As the head, at the head of the whatever that shit is called, WHO funded that exact all that shit, all that gain of function research shit. I don't know how they got into his fucking personal diaries and shit, but nothing's gonna happen. He's not gonna go to jail. That's the most that we'll see. That bullshit show that they give us on fucking on TV, and he's a little uncomfortable. That's the most justice we're gonna see.
It's pretty wild. I hope it changes, bro. It really does. Would you be mad if you found out your wife owns a dildo? Not a vibrator, a dildo.
It would have to be in the shape of, me.
Like a personalized Scafiddi dildo?
Otherwise, what if, why do you got that?
I'm gonna stay out of this question.
That's my answer. When I first read it on the list, I said, if she went and made a mold of, and she got a dildo of it, I think that's amazing. But other than that,
Yo, From
Fuck,
what
you got
I've
the-
seen, what girls have, you would assume that it was like these big things, and you were like, "Fuck, I don't want you playing with that thing." The things are like fucking. They look like a vape. They're
Yeah,
fucking
they're
this
tiny,
big.
like a USB thing.
Yeah, and that little
like,
vape
that's
will
it?
shut you down. That little vape will have you parked outside. People know, like, why is she coming out? Motherfucker, don't want to hang out tonight.
It depends.
I don't understand.
Yeah, it depends on the extent of what this thing looks like. That's a fair
Yeah.
point. Like if you have a suction cup one that you're fucking pinning on the wall, in the shower.
Riding.
Yeah, exactly. If you're putting in work to
She
the
leaves
thing.
it out one day. She forgets you're coming back, and the
Yo,
fucking thing is
bro.
stuck to the walls, sticking out.
Yeah, at least the little vibrators they can put in their pocket. You don't have
I
to
can
see
see
it.
Chris walking in the house.
Yeah.
What is this, a doorstopper?
Bro, the evolution of the way human beings are like able to touch themselves is crazy. You could have a virtual reality headset and pretend you're like fucking a porn star.
Yeah, we're in the fucking bro. We live
want
in a
that set.
dystopia.
This
We
is a
live in
weird
fucking
time.
dystopia.
I want that headset.
The Oculus Go.
Kidding me?
You could put it on and you're legit in it. You know what I mean?
get me that
That's
headset.
wild. That's if human beings could be as like creative as they did for like how men could fucking jerk off. Like think about like how far we've came. Now you could be in the fucking thing.
We're living in dystopia, bro. I remember when I was just in California a month ago. They got cars that are driving themselves.
That's here too. You see them here?
I think that
The
yeah,
Waymo
that's-
shit. That
I
shit
think
is-
being in the porno is a lot crazier than fucking self-driving.
But you get what I'm saying, though. You know
Who's
what I'm
doing
saying?
that shit though? Do you know anybody that's doing that shit?
No,
Imagine you
I don't know anybody that's
you're
doing
by
it.
yourself. Your wife walks in. You're like,
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
fuck is
That
going
VR
on
shit.
here?
Didn't you tell me about that? Not VR porn, but you
I
told me
just
that.
put it on for the first time. Not no porn shit.
Not no porn
this
shit.
chick brought it over. We played a game. Yo, it's fucking cool, man. It's cool. We're playing some lightsaber game. The music's coming.
The
it has
Oculus?
music. Yeah, so it's basically like Guitar
devil.
Hero. Remember, like we're playing. Would you say it's basically what?
It's the devil.
The devil. Yeah, that's another
My
conversation.
girl goes, I don't want it. I have vertigo. Meanwhile, she just doesn't want it because of the virtual reality. Fucking.
Yeah, I don't know where that.
Chris is going with his girl, be naked, walking sideways.
Right? You're like, what is
I
happening?
can't take these fucking dogs.
Yo, it was cool. It was cool.
But back in the day, remember, like everybody had a desktop computer, and this is relatable and uncomfortable. And then like you had a desktop
Hey, you
computer.
got 30,000 viruses on, and you're
Not
fucking.
even that. Just remember how your desktop computer was aligned with the room. It was always back facing. That is because if you got caught, you would just click the X button real quick, and then you put your hand and be like, "What are you doing?" Nothing. I'm fucking on Google. You know what I mean?
I wasn't
now,
the computer guy.
Imagine somebody walking in like your wife. That's grounds for a divorce. You're banging a pocket pussy while you have a fucking virtual
pocket
reality
pussy?
headset on?
That's
Like,
a good point.
wild,
That's
bro.
a great point.
That's
But
wild.
you wait till you're married with a kid. You be pocket pussy in the corner. Your wife will walk right by you. Like, what the fuck are you
the
doing,
fuck is this
asshole?
idiot doing, yeah?
Fucking asshole. Make sure the fucking garbage goes out when you're done with your pocket pussy. You fucking idiot.
What's the most annoying type of influencer?
Oh god, there's this one girl on fucking Instagram that I can't stand, bro. I'm not gonna say her name online, but
I know
she's
who
so
it is.
loud and obnoxious.
Ridiculous, shitty behavior gets rewarded. And it's like you show the incentive, and I'll show you the outcome. This is going to be the outcome. Like, look at, I can't even wrap my head around it. Who like the most popular influencers are right now? Like,
But
Bro,
not to cut you off. It's not necessarily influencers. These kids are in
Streamers.
real life streaming.
Yeah.
So they're basically rage baiting people, which is what I can't stand.
That's exactly
That's
what
what it
it
is.
Like you want it that bad. You want to be
Bro.
big that bad. You know
bro,
what I'm
that
saying?
shit,
Like, I
that
don't
shit
want it
should
that
be
bad.
illegal.
I agree.
I remember, and this is all this like new
He
shit. It's
did
coming,
get locked
it's
up, but a
coming
few
to
times
head.
this kid because
Yeah.
the
Good.
cops.
And
the cops in his
Instagram is
town know what
also
he's doing.
Instagram is also taking down accounts now that use the Ray-Ban Meta glasses to make that type of content. Because what you could do now, apparently with the glasses, you could have somebody go in and shut that light off. So you could be recording people and nobody knows, and you can make this rage bait content. Instagram is cracking down on that shit. That shit should
You know
be
how
fucking
far it
illegal,
goes?
bro.
I brought him up earlier. This kid, Josh Block. This kid has severe autism. Severe, right? He was going around to all these influencers, these streamers, and people that you guys just mentioned, and they were straight up taking advantage of this kid and torturing his life.
Yeah.
For views and likes, bro, you are demonic. You're a bad person, bro.
Yeah.
You're a bad human being. If you're using this kid, I would love to have that kid on the podcast and just talk to him about it. Be like, you all right, man? I mean,
The only streaming that I do enjoy is I watch Adrian Broner. I don't know
Oh
if you guys-
my God,
Adrian
him and
Broner
that
and
guy,
Dean
yeah.
the Great, those two motherfuckers, man. Oh, pure.
I won't watch the stream,
Pure
but I'll
comedy.
watch all
I watch the clips.
Yeah.
Pure comedy. They're not rage baiting nobody. If anything, they're rage baiting each other. You know what I'm saying?
Each
And
other.
that's it.
if
I
you want to
love
give
it.
your opinion on a topic, like we do it all the time on the show, you know, and you might say something that's a little like, oh, this kid really just said
No,
that.
that's different.
But that's just a conversation.
Like McDonald's is the best food in Italy.
bingo. That went really good. Man.
We're gonna make it to Italy together one day. We're gonna go to McDonald's. We're gonna make a video. It's gonna go crazy viral, and we're gonna come back here and be like, "Holy shit, John!"
Because people are gonna think it's ridiculous.
No,
That's
the
shit
people that
goes
know, know. And
viral.
the people that don't know.
I wonder if they went to in Gomorrah, if they went to McDonald's.
In Gomorrah.
Promise you.
I'm obsessed
If
with
there's
that
a
show.
fucking McDonald's in Naples, I promise you it's phenomenal.
I'm obsessed with that show, bro. I've been saying Janad and Cito all week.
I've heard nothing but good things, to the point where they say that show is one of the best shows of all time.
It's so good. I can't wait to go. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I'm gonna watch the entire thing. Last question is, why do people with Honda Civics take the muffler out, and what's your view on these people?
Anybody who makes any car sound like that, with with the gunshot
nice cars,
and the
even nice cars, I hate that
it.
shit.
I never understood
Bro,
that car
I don't
culture.
understand.
fucking
I
wanna-
understand the car culture from your era. You
Yeah.
guys had great, beautiful fucking cars, but the car
Performance is
culture.
Systems.
one thing. Luxury is that's one thing.
Yeah.
That, when I hear it a lot, close to where I live, bro.
It drives me nuts, bro.
People.
Bro, you don't
My
see.
my old house was on Richmond Avenue. Bro, on Richmond Avenue, you hear that motherfuckers.
I don't know these guys. Do you think you're a gangster because you're driving around like that?
But you don't see the
don't
kids
even-
from Brooklyn that what they be doing, and I know one of them, so I'm not like coming at them or
swerving
anything.
lanes?
Bro, they'll go on the Bell Parkway, squatted the fuck out, 5, 6, 7 deep, stop, let 2 cars go, and just start fucking burning out on the fucking
Yeah,
Bell
no,
Parkway.
get the fuck out of here.
Like, bro, what is you guys?
Get the fuck
what
out
are
of my
you-
way, because
what
I'm
are
gonna
you-
smash right
Bro,
into you.
or you're gonna smash into somebody and kill yourself, kill a family, God forbid. Like, what is going on in here,
And
bro?
it happens monthly in New York now. Monthly, these kids what's it called? Team No Swerve, Team No Gap.
yeah,
Bro,
bro.
you're a fucking asshole.
Bro, to the point
What
where
are
if
you
I'm
doing?
driving on the belt and I see, or you could hear them now, I slow down and get out of the way. I'm like, bro, you
know
don't
why it
what the fuck's
upsets me?
gonna go
'Cause
on
I
over
ride a
here. I got no
motorcycle.
ego here. I'm driving a fucking 2025 Infinity, bro. Leave me the fuck
That's
alone.
a fair
Do
point.
whatever the fuck you want.
You drive a motorcycle, you will die.
Yeah.
You will die.
Yeah.
That's the shit. I see those videos and people put it up on Instagram, and that shit pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah, because especially with the bike, 95% of the time it's not the bike's fault. The bike is driving how the bike should be driven.
All right. I very much enjoyed this one, but we do got to wrap.
sir.
Love you guys. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate it having me.
Yes,
Love y'all.
absolutely,
I
bro.
only got 2 more days left before I leave, so I got a million
Enjoy
things
Italy,
to
my
do,
man.
bro.
See you when you get back.
All right. Let's bang out this picture.
Okay.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
Don't forget to subscribe, share the love, and keep the voice of Brooklyn alive. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and never forget where you came from.